Guys, today I'm going to show you a new method of product research for finding products to sell on Amazon. Now, recently Amazon changed a couple things on their website, so one of the old methods no longer really works, which let me show you what it is real quick. So you used to be able to put parentheses in the search, you'd search it up, and it would pull up the best sellers in certain categories. So if I, for example, did this in baby, it used to pull up products, but that no longer works. They changed it. I don't know why. You can still go over here, go bestsellers, and it'll kind of pull up the same thing, and you can play in different categories. But one of the new ways I've been doing this is by going, so you can go to any category you want, and I'll literally just search. You can just type in baby, go over here to bestsellers, and I like to go to new releases now, or even movers and shakers. You can go for any of these. I don't normally look at these two, but this is these are up-and-coming products, so products that are relatively new, but selling really well. So sometimes this can be a good place to look. Now, I still recommend using Jungle Scout as always. So let me show you what I've been doing with this. So right now, we are in just baby overall, the full category. So you can see a lot of these are going to be competitive products, and let me show you an example of what I mean by that. So let's see, we'll scroll down so it's not the top one, and we will go to, let's go to nursing pads. Go back to Amazon real quick, and we type in nursing pads. So for those of you that haven't used Jungle Scout before, it is a product research tool. It's a Chrome extension right up here. So when I type the broadest keyword in, I click the extension, and it'll pull an Excel sheet of all the data. Let me show you. Now make sure you don't click on a listing here. A lot of people make that mistake. So right here, it pulls all the data, and what I'm really looking at here, guys, is the sales and the reviews. Also, I do take a look at price and how many brands there are. So for sales, I'm normally looking at things that have 300 plus sales a month on average. Now, the reason I don't just look at the average sales per month, which you can see is 1,800, be like, that's amazing. It can be skewed by one person having a ton of sales and then the rest having lower. It can still show 300 when one person maybe gets 2,000 a month and the rest get 5. We don't want to see that. So I'm looking at reviews here. I want the majority of these to be under 50 or 70 reviews. So this product would be very competitive. You got a couple of repeat brands too, which I don't really like to see. Not too bad though. But that's an example of a competitive product. So what we want to do is, instead of just being in the general baby category, we want to click more into subcategories. So if you've seen my other videos on product research, you'll know when you'd use the parentheses thing, we wouldn't like to do it in just the main category. We'd click in further. So it's kind of the same way. It's just a way around doing what you did before. And instead of bestsellers, where 95% of stuff is too competitive, this, you have a better shot at finding little needles in a haystack here, which is all product research is, guys. So let's click further in. Let's go to safety. Let's look at safety. Now, baby is a relatively competitive category, so you might want to try some other ones as well. And before you ask me, no, I don't have category recommendations. It's all about the product individually. There's no one good category, one bad category, unless you're talking about cell phone accessories. That one sucks. And don't do iPhone 8 stuff, guys. So we're in safety now. I'll start looking around a little bit. Wall nanny. Okay, guys, so one thing I see a lot of is people typing in brand names for a product when it's a product. So Wall Nanny isn't the name of the product. That's the brand. Let's see, where's their name on here? Wall Nanny. That's what you guys got to watch out for. That's not the name of the product. So this is a wall protector for baby gates. So baby gate protector maybe would be the broadest keyword. So guys, remember, you want to search the broadest keyword. So what does that mean? What's the least amount of words you can use to find that exact product that makes sense? So baby gate guards maybe. Gate guards. Okay, so maybe something like this. Now, again, we're going to pull the Jungle Scout numbers to see what they look like. And we can see this is actually a decent product. So let me analyze this like I would do if I was looking at it. So first thing, how do the sales look? They look decent. So how many are over, we'll say 250, because there's a couple that are close. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of the first 13. I think that's pretty good. So sales on this one, looking okay. There's a couple low ones. However, I do see they have lower prices, so that may be why. We can see why they have lower prices. Lower sales. Maybe these are relatively new. They have really low reviews as well. Maybe they just got ranked there. So something I would do is look what the ones selling well have in common. But first thing, look at the reviews. Let's see how competitive this is. So how many have under 70 reviews in the top 12? Let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I usually say 7 at least in the top 12, so it's a little bit competitive. So we got to keep that in mind. Now, what's the next thing I look at, guys? I look at the brand. So when you see a lot of one brand, that might mean they're driving outside traffic. They dominate that market. They're a known name, so people look for them. So it might be people looking through their storefront on Amazon instead of searching that keyword. Because what we're trying to do is rank for certain keywords. And if all their sales aren't coming from that keyword, but they're coming from their storefront, then that's of no value to us. So that's what we want to make sure of. So you can see how many repeat brands do we have. We have this brand 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times in the top 12. I don't like that either. So the reviews, the brand, and then the price is a little low for my liking. I don't think you could squeeze even $5 of profit out of these. That's going to be a no-go on this product. Now let's look at one more other product so I can show you an example. Now let's go under movers and shakers still here. Let's go back to movers and shakers and see if anything's different there. So these are ones whose rank recently spiked a lot. So they might have went from a sales rank. So you can see this one went from 1,300 to 279. Now sales rank, the lower the better. That means they're getting more sales. So these might be pretty competitive. So I would want to go into a subcategory if possible on this. However, we can kind of go through here and keep looking. Let me see, guys. Let me go to a farther page, see if we can see anything. Now, because this is just the general baby category, I think these will be too competitive most of the time. But there's no reason not to look. All right, I lied. We're going to go back to new releases if I can figure out how to click buttons. And we'll go back to safety. And we're going to click in one more and see what we can find here. So let's go to kitchen safety. Let's see what we find here. So you might see a lot of similar products here. So knob covers, safety lock, sliding door lock. Now that's not something I've seen a lot of. I've seen a lot of these, so I'm not even going to click on that because I know those are competitive. I've seen a lot of these. So stuff you see a ton of, I wouldn't bother with, but sliding door ones, I haven't seen much. So let's see what those look like. Sliding door child lock. Now this is the part where you do have to use your best judgment to see what the lowest keyword would be, or I'm sorry, the most broad. Now what you can do is look at all the listings and see what they use. So sliding door lock for child safety, sliding door lock. So it might just be, are these just a lock? Okay, so it is just a lock. Let me try sliding door lock and see if that's more broad and we find the same products or it's different. So we see one of the same, but it's a lot of different products. It's not gauged at the baby category. So I'm going to say sliding door child lock is going to be the broadest keyword. Now I could put child safety lock, but I think that would make it less broad. So let's pull the numbers from Jungle Scout again. Now if you guys do want to see what Jungle Scout is, you're interested, I have videos just on that and how to use their tools, and there is a link to Jungle Scout in the description. Yes, I'm an affiliate for them. No, I'm not sponsored by them. I pay for Jungle Scout. It's my favorite tool to use. That's why I chose to be an affiliate for them. So if you do buy something from them, I do get paid. Just warning you guys. If you don't like me, if you hate me, don't use my link. There you go. Now we see the reviews too high here. This is going to be too competitive as well. But I hope the process kind of makes sense for you guys. And if you're wondering what this opportunity score means, I did make a video on it. It's talking about Jungle Scout's new feature, if you do want to go check that out. But this is kind of a rinse and repeat process, finding kind of new up-and-coming products and whatnot. So it is a way I'd recommend you guys go look. Now you have multiple ways. If this is the first video of mine you're seeing, go check out my other videos. If you find them useful, subscribe. But I have videos using Jungle Scout, using Alibaba, which is the supplier's website, and other ways of finding products and whatnot. And if you are interested, I go a lot more in-depth, and my course is step-by-step. So I do have a course teaching all this. If you have any questions on it, feel free to leave them below, and the course will be the first link in the description. Jungle Scout will be second. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments, and I will see you guys tomorrow on another video.